I never really believed in horror stories. You know the kind. Reddit threads about haunted Airbnbs, cryptic guest reviews, all that. I figured it was just a gimmick for clicks, until I booked that place in Portland. I was traveling solo, needed a break, wanted to clear my head after a breakup and some other crap I won't get into. I found this cute, tucked-away little house just outside downtown. Cheap, clean, full of natural light. The listing had 5 stars, tons of good reviews, and this cozy charm I couldn't ignore. But here's the thing, none of the photos showed. The hallway, not a single one. I didn't notice that until later. The check-in was contactless, just a keypad on the door. When I stepped in, it smelled, still, like linen and wood polish, but somehow untouched. There was a faint hum in the walls, like the house was breathing through insulation. The layout was simple. Living room to the left, tiny kitchen with retro tiles, then a short hallway leading to a bedroom and bathroom. But the hallway, something about it was off. It had one extra door, a black door, locked, no doorknob, just a little silver keyhole. That seemed older than everything else in the house. There was no mention of it in the listing. I texted the host, "Hey, everything looks great so far. Quick cue, what's the locked room at the end of the hall?" He replied instantly, "Storage. Please don't try to open it, thanks." Short, too short. That first night I tried to ignore it. But at exactly 3:13 a.m., like clockwork, I woke up to a single knock, one, just one, from inside the hallway. My heart jumped. I stayed frozen under the covers. I thought maybe it was the fridge or pipes or something, until it happened again. The next night, another knock. Then, footsteps, 3 steps, soft, like bare feet on the hardwood floor. The room was locked. I checked it again in the morning. Still no handle. Still cold. By the 3rd night, I was leaving the hallway light on. That's when I noticed something changed. The light bulb was a warm white LED, but suddenly, it was flickering yellow, dim, like a candle, like someone unscrewed the modern bulb and replaced it. I stood there staring up at it. That's when I heard the whisper. Not loud, not like some horror movie jump scare. It was just right next to me, a breath that wasn't mine. I backed away, phone in hand, camera on, filming, documenting, because it felt like I needed proof for whatever was happening, or for whoever might find my phone later. The video caught something strange. A shadow at the bottom of the door. Not like light from underneath, but more like movement. Something crawling. I didn't sleep. I called the host again. Left a voicemail this time. "Hey, sorry to bother again, but I'm hearing things coming. From that room. Like footsteps. And whispers. I don't want to be paranoid, but could you maybe explain what's in there?" No answer. But when I checked the listing the next day, it was gone. Just vanished. As if it had never existed. My reservation was still active, but the entire listing was wiped from the platform. I started going out during the day, coffee shops, parks, anywhere but inside that house. But something kept dragging me back. I thought about leaving, but then told myself, "You paid for this. You're being dramatic. Don't make this into a ghost story." I stayed. Stupid. On the 6th night, I tried something dumb. I placed a glass of water in front of the locked door, just to see if it moved. At 3:13 a.m., I woke to shattering glass. The door was still shut, but the glass had been thrown across the hallway, like it had been hurled from inside. And that's when I noticed the smell, burnt hair, and something wet, metallic, like pennies. There was no turning back after that. I called my best friend Mia and begged her to come stay the last night. Told her I needed a second set of eyes, someone who'd keep me sane. She laughed it off, but agreed. That night, we both sat in the living room with the hallway light on. She brought wine. I brought the knife from the kitchen. We waited, and when 3:13 came, the door clicked, unlocked. Mia and I froze. We heard it, that metallic click that sounded too old to be part of a modern house. The black door at the end of the hall had unlocked itself. No one moved. I could feel her fingers slowly tighten around my wrist. The wine glass trembled slightly. In her hand, catching the weak hallway light, her voice came out low, barely above a whisper. "That door was locked, right? Like, seriously locked?" I nodded. "Yeah, it doesn't even have a handle." The air around us changed. It was thick, humid, like breath pressed close to your skin. We stared down the hallway, watching the door, daring it to move again. Then it creaked open, just a sliver. Mia stood, up before I could stop her. "Don't," I whispered, heart pounding. "Let's just go, right now. Leave our stuff, forget the deposit, just leave." But she took a step forward. "What if someone's in there? What if it's like a squatter or something?" I wanted to scream, Not because of what she said, but because I was already thinking it. I wanted it to be a squatter. That would make this real, tangible, something I could call the cops on and walk away from. But deep down, I knew better. We approached the door, together, step by step. I held my phone up like a flashlight, and Mia gripped the empty wine bottle like a weapon. We were so close I could see the fine dust patterns in the wood grain. The edge of the door trembled slightly. I nudged it open. Nothing, just darkness. My phone's light revealed the room. It was small, too small for how large the hallway felt. Just bare wooden floors, peeling wallpaper, and a rocking chair in the corner, gently swaying. No window, no furniture, no visible source of the breeze, but someone had been inside. The floor had indentations, circles, like something heavy had been dragged in loops, and on the walls, beneath the faded paper, were symbols, scratched in. They weren't just strange, they were angry. Spirals that broke apart mid-turn, jagged crosses repeating, eyes over and over again, all scratched in with something sharp, maybe nails. Mia took a step in. No, 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 don't go in, I said. But she was already doing it. She looked around slowly. Why would someone rent this place out? This room shouldn't even be legal. And her flashlight caught something in the corner. A pile of photographs. She bent down, picked one up. Oh my God, it was a photo of me, taken in the house. I was asleep, curled in bed, the hallway light behind me casting a thin shadow on my face. She grabbed another. Me, again, brushing my teeth, cooking eggs, sitting on the couch, always from odd angles, behind a doorframe, through a crack. Mia turned to me slowly. You didn't set up cameras, right? Of course not. The door slammed shut, pitch black. I fumbled for my phone, but the flashlight flickered and died. No signal, no service. And that's when the whispers started. They weren't loud, but they were all around us. Whispers that weren't words, just sounds, like wind trying to imitate human speech. Mia grabbed my arm. What the fuck is this place? I pulled us toward the door, tried to force it open. It wouldn't budge. Then something grabbed my ankle. Ice cold, thin, like a child's hand, but it held tight. I screamed. Mia dropped the wine bottle, which shattered on the floor, the sound sharp and final. I looked down. Nothing there, but the handprint stayed, pale, wet, and it began to burn. We slammed against the door over and over until it burst open and we collapsed into the hallway. The light was gone. The entire house was dark now, except the living room. In the middle of the couch sat a person. At first I thought it was a mannequin, completely still, but then it breathed. I couldn't see its face, just that it wore old gray pajamas and its feet were bare, wrinkled skin, and ankles, and it was holding something, a tape recorder. It pressed play, and from the tiny speaker, we heard our own voices. What if someone's in there? Don't go in. You didn't set up cameras, right? All our words from the past hour playing back with perfect timing. Mia stepped back. What the hell is this? The figure looked up. Its face was wrapped in plastic, taped, except for one eye, which was perfectly normal, and wide open. It smiled through the plastic, and then it started laughing. But the laugh didn't come from its mouth. It came from everywhere. We ran, out the front door, into the cold air of the Portland night. We didn't stop running until we hit the gas station 3 blocks away, panting, crying, and begging the clerk, let us stay until sunrise. Next day, we returned with the police. The house was empty. No black door, no room at the end of the hall, no symbols, no photos, just a clean, empty house, and a confused landlord who insisted he'd never rented the place to anyone in months. But Mia and I knew. We still had the burn marks, and the photos. They appeared on my phone the next night, one by one. Then came new ones, photos of us outside, walking, sleeping. I smashed the phone, but they still come. New photos, in my email, on burner accounts, always the same angle, from just behind a door, from a crack in the wall, from the corner of a locked room.